Okay, joined now by Haylee O'Neill, the manager of the Manitoba female softball team. Haylee, with where things stand right now, it's going to be really tough for the team to get into the playoffs. But what have you thought of the team's performance so far? There's a lot of really tough teams in this field. It's a very top-heavy division. What have you thought of your team's performance?
Overall, I think we've battled really hard. We've been close with a lot of the best teams, and I think right now, honestly, we just have a bit of our youth and our inexperience coming out, and but we're going to fight to the end, and we want to finish as high as possible for us. So.
You mentioned the youth. You said it's a young team. What kind of disadvantages maybe does that provide? And at the same time, are there any advantages to being such a young team?
Oh, for sure, there's some advantages. I think that, in a long tournament like this, they have more energy and their bodies recover quicker than the older bodies, for sure. I think that, playing at home with all the hype and everything, that's been a new experience for them, So I think that older players, it's who have had more experience playing in large-scale events, that it maybe doesn't affect them quite as much.
You look up and down this team's lineup. They come from really all over Manitoba. Where do these players play, if you can give some examples of their teams?
So a lot of the club programs, there's Lightning and Thunder and Smitty's locally here, and then for some of the older girls, they play down in the States in universities and colleges. So we do have a couple D1 girls, and some of our younger ones are commits to the D1 universities in the States. So really all over.
You've managed at Canada Games before, you've medaled in them, but this tournament, playing at home, how do you think you're going to remember this whole experience?
You know what? I think our first game against PEI coming out and that being the first official sellout was unbelievable. I never expected that many fans to come out, so it was a really special moment, and I think that's going to stick in my mind. And then coming out with a 7-0 win on that first game, that was pretty special.
Awesome. Haylee, thanks so much for the time. Best of luck rest of the way.
Thank you very much.